As we all know now, the New York Rangers will have prospect Will Cuylle on the opening night roster against the Buffalo Sabres next Thursday, and he's projected to be at least in the top 9, which is definitely where he should be. There's no way you should be calling up a guy of this caliber with this potential. I'm not saying he's going to be a 90 plus point guy, but I definitely think he can be a 60, 70 point kind of guy. His potential is definitely up there. Being a middle six winger, I think, is definitely a possibility. Now, is he going to hit that? We'll have to wait and see, but I definitely think he can be a good middle six winger at the NHL level, being a really physical two-way guy, maybe being a PK guy down the road. You never know, it's a possibility, but being a good two-way guy, he's really scrappy, really tough. He can fight, he can hit. I mean, we saw a fight in his 4 games last year in the NHL in that very small sample size. Although the offense wasn't quite there, he was very physical, and that was something that I really noticed of his game. I knew he was a physical player, but the fact that in his very limited sample size there in those 4 games, not getting a ton of ice time, playing like the fourth line mostly, and a bit of the third line as well, he was very physical, he was scrappy, he was tough, he was fighting, and that's what you want to see out of a young guy who obviously we know can play like that. He's 6'3", 211 pounds, about that, so he's a big, tall guy, obviously. Good weight, good size to him, and definitely has the capability of being a very physical player at the NHL level as well. So we'll see what line he ends up being on. Now, we kind of got some interesting news with him here, so we're going to go over a couple tweets. First off, yesterday's practice lines were Kreider, Zibanejad, Kakko, Panarin, Hedl, Will Cuylle on that second line right wing over Lafreniere, and Lafreniere dropped back to the third line left wing spot with Trocheck and Wheeler on that line. So are we going to see Will Cuylle in the top 6 on that right side? We'll have to wait and see. Vincent Mercagliano did ask Will Cuylle if he's ever played left wing or right wing before, and he said he's really only ever played left wing. So we'll have to see what happens there, whether or not they actually want to go with that and have him on the right side, where he obviously is very inexperienced on that side. Now, it's not like it's like, going from like winger to center, for example, but there definitely is a bit of a jump there, obviously. So we'll see if Laviolette actually wants to do that. I know I came up with my projected lineup yesterday, and obviously it did not have, spoiler alert, Will Cuylle on that top 6 right wing spot on the second line, but it's a possibility. I mean, he's played, definitely could say better than Lafreniere, but do they want to try that out? Because Lafreniere obviously has more experience on the right side. Do they want to try that out? We'll have to wait and see. And if they do, I'm more than happy with that. I mean, obviously these lines are not set in stone. My projections are not going to be perfect. I mean, there's a very small chance of that. And then obviously you have a guy like Will Cuylle, who I think has the capability of being a second line kind of guy. I think he can be a very good guy as well down the road. And if he plays in the top 6 this year, he could have a monster breakout year. And I think this is a guy to really keep an eye on for Rangers fans here. I kind of thought at the start of the year, a couple months ago, that him and Hoffman would both start in the AHL, but obviously he has played so well in training camp, so well in preseason, had a couple goals here. Obviously, you saw those clips at the start there. And I think overall, he's just been really phenomenal this year. Had a great year last year, finishing top in goals with the Hartford Wolfpack and second in points. Had 25 goals in 69 games played and 45 points total. So he had a very good year last year in the Hartford Wolfpack in his first full year of pro hockey. So overall, he's been very dominant so far. Definitely happy to see that. And then, Vince Mercagliano asked Laviolette about Cuylle at right wing, and quote, he says, "It is something that I'm considering. I'm going to wait and see how things shake out with regard to health. But I think he had a very good camp, and so he's got an opportunity on the right. He's looked good in practice." So there is something there. I mean, Lafreniere has been kind of banged up as of late, so we'll see how much that affects him, and if obviously Lafreniere can't go on next Thursday against the Sabres, maybe we do see Will Cuylle on that right wing spot, or maybe that's just precautionary if Lafreniere can't go, but we'll see what happens there. Obviously, it'll be interesting to see what they decide to do. Vince also tweeted out how Philip Hedl is normally the last guy off the ice at practices, but as of late, Will Cuylle has been giving a run for his money, which is obviously great to see. I mean, you want to see your young guys, especially the young guys, constantly being like the last guys off the ice, showing a good impression for the coaching staff, but also, just getting in that extra work, the extra reps, trying to get better, trying to work on their stuff, work on their game and get better. And that's what you want to see the young guys especially. So that is definitely very good to see that Will Cuylle is staying on extra time at practice to get better and make a big impression to his coaching staff. The New York Rangers also tweeted out, "Congratulations to Will Cuylle on winning the Lars Eriksborg award given annually to the top New York Rangers rookie in training camp as selected by the media. And yeah, he definitely deserves that award. He has been phenomenal in training camp, phenomenal in preseason, and it definitely seems like he's going to have a pretty big impact on this team moving forward. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have enjoyed, please smash the like button. Just thought I'd give you guys a little update on what's happening with Will Cuylle here, because he is the rookie that is going to make this team out of camp here. We'll see what happens in this year, but I definitely have some pretty decent expectations for him. He definitely could be, even if he's just playing a third-line role for the whole year, he could definitely still be a 40-point kind of guy while playing a very good two-way physical game. That is definitely a realistic possibility. And I'll probably have one more video before the start of the season here, kind of giving you guys my overall legit expectations and projections for him for this upcoming year as well. Thanks for watching. Definitely subscribe for daily New York Rangers content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.